Top of the morning to you guys. I thought I'd do a little tools review, or a bug out bag, whatever you want to call it, my tool bag. Anyways, it's just I just got this not too long ago, man. I love this bag. It's the bomb. My daily bug out, or my daily tool pouch. Yeah, it weighs quite a bit, but I get everything I need in there, and it's a pretty good bag, man. I really love how this is set up. The little pocket here is where I keep my blades in. I got the little DeWalt blade holder up top. This is where I keep my Loctite and my measuring tape. I just keep it up there so it's nice. And what I usually use this area here for is my camera mount. So and if I've got to carry a long tool, I can just set it down in there, and it's like a third hand for me. Of course, I use my measuring tape mount for my drill, you know. And on the other side, I got my stupid stick, stupid stick, and a marker in the back. Other side, little Carabiners. I use these. This is a pretty cool tool. The little carabiner, and it holds all your drill bits. So I get my long one, a shorty, Phillips, you know, slide bit, and my multi-bit carry flashlight on the side. I've always got multiple flashlights going on. On the inside, I keep my stuff simple. I call it kiss it, keep it simple, stupid. Anyways, I got my quick connect screwdriver. It just pops in there real quick, and the head spins, so I can, like, I usually use this for doing thermostats. That's all I use this for. But I keep, you know, everybody's got multiple screwdrivers. And then here's the big bits, or big Phillips and flat head, and that's the head for that. I keep multi in there. My little pliers, I use these more than anything. And then I always got a crescent wrench on me. Always keep one. And then I got a flashlight here, which is pretty cool. It's got, you can turn the light on. So if I'm in a dark apartment or somewhere where there's not a lot of light, I can turn this on, and it shines over my tools. So I know if I've left a tool or so. I saw a guy one time on YouTube. He ran an LED light around here. I thought that was funny. But and then this is my beater screwdriver. This is the one I beat on. It's got multiple bits that just slide in there. They just slide out, pull them out, and it's a ratcheting. It's a ratchet style. Just turn it. But this is what I usually beat on. Every once in a while you need to beat on something. And then I got the Klein multi-tip. You know, it comes out, and you can adjust it for length, height, whatever, and then it's got all the bits in there. I usually keep this with me. I don't beat on this one. And then of course you got your cutters, needle nose, wire stripper, magnetized level, and then my everyday screwdriver. I always carry a lot of lights with me, man. This Klein, I love this, man, because it's magnetized. So I can click it on like garbage disposable rims or sink rims and light up all underneath the sink. Perfect for my furnaces because it has a steel rim. And I can click it on there, it lights up all the furnace area. And then of course we always have to have a little can of spit. This is just like WD-40, except it's not wet. You know, it's like a dry. It's really neat, but it works pretty good. It's got aerosol. And then I always carry my pipe dope. I don't like tape because it goes everywhere. And then of course you got your. It has a cord that comes down there and will click on this, but I don't use that. And then inside here, you know, of course, wire ties. This is my. If I'm going to be taking like an AC apart, or I've got something that's got a whole bunch of screws, I always carry this around with me. It expands. It's a magnet. I can put all my screws in there and I don't lose my screws. Plus it's small. I got my tubing cutter, and then I always carry this with me. This is, you never know. I'll use this for, this is where I got my garbage disposable socket. Because I'm always losing my garbage disposable wrench. And then it's got some really big heads, the little small stuff, in case I need it. But it also strips wires. Got a little wire stripper there. Anyways, you can get that on Amazon for like $10. I don't really carry much in here. I mean, it's a big extra bag. This is where that snap goes to. You can adjust this up, hook it on there. It gives you a little bit of a tool area where you can. I don't use that, but it's nice to have. Especially it gives you this extra baggage area here. I don't use that area, but turn the light off. Nice. And then the back is usually my electrical zone. Where I keep all my electrical stuff at. I just carry a little cheap silk. I don't even know why it's in there. It's doing something. Got my thermal gun for thermal camera. This is my big, I love these, man. If I'm going to be stripping a whole bunch of wires, and I've got the masher on it, you know, for mashing down your wire connectors. I love this thing, man, because you just have to put the wire, in there, and then it's got little teeth. It mashes down the wire and strips it at the same time. These are awesome. I've had those for a long time. They got my breaker finder to find circuits. And that's Klein. And then this Klein here, this is awesome because it's actually turning on. And it'll hold, when you stick it in there and you pull back out, it'll actually hold the amount of voltage that's on there for about, I think it's like 5 seconds or so. So you don't have to get down there to see what the voltage is. Turn it off. And then I got this is just my carry along. This is not my big boy. I don't carry the big boy with me. I only use it when I'm doing working on ACs. But it's pretty nice. It's actually got a little flashlight on it. But it automatically tells you what it is. So if there's no circuit, no power detected, it'll ohm. And then I got my big wrench, big boys. And then I got my cat paw. My cat paw is my hammer. Basically, that's what it is. And then I got carry my little temperature probe. If you open it up, it automatically comes on. Or if you just want a quick measurement, it's actually got a scan. You just hit that, it's a laser. It'll laser out and tell you what the temperature is. That's pretty cool, man. I like that a lot. I try to keep them organized, man. I don't want my stuff getting all tore up. So it's always best to be organized on this stuff. Keep your tools organized, man. Always. I carry a little Milwaukee. It's just got some extra bits. Every once in a while I come across some weird bit. And then it's just little screws, little wire nuts, little fasteners. That's so I don't have to run back to the car for stuff. And then up here on top, I keep a set of sockets. I got 1/2 inch, 9/16. I think that's 7/16. That's your basic pull-it bolts. So if I'm going to take a tank off, I can just use my drill, my impact, break the bolts loose, get them out. And then this little pouch here, these are for my towel bars and for my kitchen faucets. That's the basics, all my faucets about the same. And then just in case, these are the little small guys. I think I use the bigger one for kitchen faucets too. I keep those tucked. That's what I really love about this, man, because this up here, these are tight. It's like elastic, so it keeps that stuff from falling out. And then up top, I just carry my little mirror so I can see behind stuff, or looking for a flame on a water heater. I don't use that much. That's why it's tucked up out of the way. And then this is really cool. Say, I've done so much stuff so many times, I forget the cool stuff that I come up with. This is how I use this little airbag. It's a little airbag for leveling out stoves. Or if I need to lift up the corner of a door, you just pump it up, and it's got a push button in there. You push it and lets the air back out. And I forgot I always use that until I found it again. I'm like, hey man, I used to use that all the time. Down in the bottom, of course, something I don't use very often, my jumper wires for thermostats. I don't think I've used it but one time, but it's always nice to have that stuff around in case you need to jump or figure out what's going on with the thermostat. Make sure your thermostat's working properly. Yeah, I don't get that out much. So. That's really about it, man. You know, in this bag here, I got my headlamp. You know, if I'm in a spot where I'm moving around a lot, I keep this. Like if I'm doing outlets change out, I'll put this on. And then it's just some jumper wires. If I'm on an AC and I need electricity, I can use this to jump off the contactor. And then I carry this. I keep that in there because I don't use it very much. It's just a you can countersink. It drills it out so that you can countersink a head on a screw. It's good for doing like cabinets or something like that, where you want to drill it out, but you don't want the head sticking out. That's really about it, man. Biggest thing about my bag is I like to keep it simple, quick, clean, not heavy. I don't need 1,800 screwdrivers or 1,800 wrenches. I've been doing this long enough that I know basically what I'm gonna need on the day. That's really about it, man. You got just keep it simple. You don't need 16 different size pair of pliers. I do carry this with me. I really don't use it much, but this is what I use to tighten up drains, like your little fittings underneath the sink. I'll use this. I'll let that water run real hot, and then I'll give them a good torque with this, and that tightens them up real good. But that's really about it, man. Biggest trick to doing the tool bags is to keep it simple, man. You know, keep it simple so that you don't have too much, because you get too much and then you're digging around looking for something. You know what I mean? One of the neatest things I think is for the organization is going to be this. That right there, man, has saved me so much time, not having to dig down inside the bag looking for bits or whatever. I'm always like popping one of these off. Like if I'm just, I keep my shorty and my long one on there. It's got 2 Phillips because I'm always losing my Phillips. But it's just you just got to keep the tool bag simple, man, and not get all crazy. Too many tools on there, because you get too many tools and it's just disorganization. If you organize about your tool bag, it makes your whole day just more pleasant to deal with. So if you have any questions about that, man, just let me know what you think.